Hello everyone, my name is Akai Fox and this is another art video. Today we are working on one of our animated emotes for the cute little Selina. So Selina is a cat, and if you haven't been watching the rest of this series, well, welcome in as we reference a whole bunch of other things and make a animation. This is, of course, making biscuits, and she wanted one that's animated. Now, please bear in mind, I am completely self-taught, and animation is something very new to me. And I kind of wanted to make this jiggly, if you will. So some of the lines are purposely moving a little bit more dramatically than they should. And I will say, ultimately, I'm very happy with how this turned out. But for those of you who are expecting extremely perfect animation, it's not going to happen in this video. But the sketch was, of course, something for me to learn from, because thanks to actually this specific piece of work, I've learned that you can't really sketch a animation and then turn it into line work without it being a little challenging. So I've since learned that you actually need to line art everything in animation instead of sketching it, having to try to clean it up, having to try to line art over the sketch, and it just makes for a very long process. So I learned a lot in doing this one, and it took me probably an hour or two of just trying to figure out, how do I make this cute little cat make biscuits in dough that moves and everything's synergetic. And you can see I went with a really thick line to go over that sketch work in hopes of trying to clean it up and color. And thank goodness Selina is black, because there were parts that I'm sure it didn't quite fully cover, but I knew I could just erase that with her fur coloring. But again, animation has been something that's very rewarding to learn, and I'm happy I get unique and different requests that I wouldn't have thought of trying to make a cat kneading. But it's been, again, really fun and rewarding to see how these all turn out. And so we're just going through the different parts of this cute little cat, and now we're moving on to the dough. So I wanted something that, I don't know if you've ever seen things like Bongo Cat or stuff like that, but that is ultimately the vibe or the style I was kind of going for. And so that's really what everything is meant to kind of look like. So I feel like we finally got to a place where we were trying to find a good color for our dough, and just make sure everything works well. I did add some shadowing to this. I have found that shadowing in animation is not always exactly necessary, but it does make for a slightly more polished look. And I just wanted to maximize the rest of the canvas for this, because with any sort of Twitch emote or asset, you really just want to make sure you maximize everything that you possibly can. So I am very, very happy with how this all turned out. I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of watching some of the process. This was all done live on stream, and I'm just so glad to be finalizing this series, and I hope you guys enjoyed the journey with me. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you'd like to see more of this, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you!